It is another exciting episode of Legas Builders empowering the Legas of Africa. My name is Samuel Tinotenda Zingirai. Today we are at Technotouch Printing and Advertising with the founder, Mr. Edson Sibanda. Mr. Sibanda, may you please tell us how it all started?
Yeah, actually pertaining to this nature of job about the graphic design and printing and advertising, I can say the time I conceived this idea is when I went to Botswana and worked there. In Botswana I was expecting to do some of other decent work, but I found out that there is no those kind of works where I partake in construction work. So in that construction work, it was very painful for me. So I conceived that idea of coming back home and open this kind of business. So I started to buy my computers and my printers. Then I come back here, I open up, I register my company. Then I started to open up with that computer and a desk and a printer. That's where I started this printing and advertising business. And later on, I developed some other skills of marketing, like I go around looking for some jobs of this printing of business cards, letterhead and other things. And later on, I started to employ some other guys whom I work with. So today I'm here, but it's quite a long chain, because sometimes I notice that in life, if you got something, an ambition, something which you are burning to fulfill, nothing can stop you until that thing will pass. I can quote a verse in the Bible whereby the word said, he who have begun a good work in you will never leave it unfinished.
Welcome to our second segment. This is Legas Builders. We are still with Mr. Sibanda. Mrs. Sibanda, may you please tell us what are some of the challenges are you facing in this industry?
Yeah, actually, as a small business, you find it's a problem which is facing even some big businesses, more especially the financial constraints, because of the environment which we are operating in, because we have some challenges in the country, of which it is another contributing factor, whereby we face some financial constraints for paying our bills. And also, again, in operating, actually, it's like when you are with the clients, some of the clients, it's like when they give you order, they will take time to approve it. But they need it very urgently. Sometimes you tend to disagree there. By doing that, you turn up to say, no, you have delayed with the job, so I cannot collect it. That's another problem which we are facing again as the small business. And also, you find as a small business, you might not have some of the machinery. So you subcontract some other people who got that kind of machinery. By doing that, those people start to develop an idea of trying to take over your clients. So they start calling them and saying, no, this person, we are the one who have done this job. You don't have the capacity to do that job. That's another challenge which we are facing also. And again, you find it here in Zimbabwe, some of the things which we work with, you find that most of them, they are imported from China, like more especially when we are printing t-shirts. Some raw material, they're imported in China. So most of the people who got that financial mindset of importing those things to China and sell them to us, you find that they start to gazette their own prices. Every day we will start to experience some new prices here and there. That's another thing, some challenges which you are also facing. And again, as a small business, you find that you don't have a real channel of doing the job, like someone who receives the things on the bay and someone who dispatches those things. Find it, you'll be working with another people who have a direct contact with the customers. That way now they start to develop a relationship with that customer, to the extent that you start thinking of ways to trying to divert that customer to himself. Actually, you find it out when that person said, I don't feel like I should continue working with you. Then you find out that you have diverted most of the clients because whom he was in direct contact with. That is another challenge which you face at the small business. Right, so here this is the flyer which I'm designing. So we use this software called CorelDRAW. So on a CorelDRAW, this layer, there's this left column, it's a 2 panel. Then at the top there, that's where I select some of the options which I need to work with to produce a good looking flyer. So when you are working on a flyer, there's what we call color theory, whereby we use the colors which have a good contrast to each other, so that it will produce an eye-catching designing, I should say. So here I'm adding this picture, like this picture on a flyer. I've removed the background of it, so I'll be adding it on a flyer. Yeah, normally on a flyer, there's what we call the headline message, whereby it's sort of advertising. So it's a catchy message, whereby someone, if reads, you tell what is the contents of the flyer, which the message which is being portrayed by the flyer actually.
We have come to the end of our episode with Mr. Sibanda. Until we meet again, let me just learn something about graphic designing. Goodbye.
Mira, makatano kwizanjye mboneti